podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily Gizwiz is provided by AOL Music and Spinner.com, where you can get free MP3s, exclusive interviews, and more. Video bandwidth for the Daily Gizwiz is provided by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily Gizwiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1069 for Thursday, April 15th, 2010, the Cobra Jump Starter Power Pack. The Daily Gizwiz is brought to you by GoToMeeting. Bring people across the country or around the world together with web conferencing that's the best of the best. GoToMeeting. For your free 30-day trial, visit gotomeeting.com/gizwiz.
And now, get ready for Dick.
It's Thursday, Tax Day. We better rock and roll.
Does the Gizwiz need another crappy theme? Yes, indeed. It's Thursday. The Gizwiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme. It's Thursday. The Gizwiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the not crappy Gizwiz. Hey, how are you, Dick?
Leah, I'm good. How are you?
Very well, very well. I hear that it's
done your taxes?
Oh, did you have to say that? Shh.
Oh, you haven't?
Lisa's in the other room. She's been up all night working on the taxes.
Oh.
She's now, every time I say the word taxes, she goes into a fit. She starts shaking and foaming at the mouth. No, yeah, you know what? Believe it or not, we're done.
What?
We have been done. I think we did, I have, Dick, I have a legion of bookkeepers. I don't,
Are you really?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you have one of those tax returns now that they won't audit because it's too complicated?
Yeah. So Frederic, when the stuff comes in, Frederic enters it in, carefully by hand into QuickBooks, because we use QuickBooks Online. She enters everything in. And then Lisa, who's the CFO, she goes through everything line by line, reviews it all, changes any numbers that are too big, makes sure she adds 5 or 6 deductions for every single income statement, and then sends it on to the accountant, who has no idea what's going on, blithely signs it and sends it to the IRS. It's an incredible team.
Excellent.
No, I do. We have Frederic doing data entry.
No,
We've
I have
got Lisa.
I have that new accounting program, Jail Time.
Jail Time.
And it pretty much does the same thing.
I just would like, if anybody's from the IRS is listening, that was a joke.
It's a joke.
I've always been, you're going to think I'm crazy, because I write some pretty big checks these days. We have a big enterprise, and I'm still sole proprietor. So even though I'm, not making a lot of money, there's a lot of income and money going out. So this is very complicated. I have to have, a CPA and a bookkeeper, and I have to. But we pay a lot of taxes, like a lot, and I'm proud and happy to do it. You might think that sounds crazy. But I just feel like that's kind of the contract we have with the country, that if you're going to be part of this society and get the opportunities that we have in this amazing country, and you're going to drive on the roads and use the police protection and all of that, then you pay your taxes. That's the deal.
This varies greatly from my experience of calling Dane and saying, Dane, what is that wailing and crying in the other room? And Dane said, Leo's signing checks. So,
no, that's not the checks to the government. That's the checks to you, Dick. Those are the ones.
Okay.
No. I've always, my uncle told me this many years ago, and it really stuck with me. He was a stockbroker and a very successful, wealthy fellow. And he said, don't ever complain about paying your taxes. We live in this country. We get to enjoy the benefits and the bounties and the protections of this country. That's the deal you make. You make that deal up front. If you don't like it, go to the Canary Islands. But if you're going to benefit from this country, you pay.
The one thing about taxes that I wish is that you could write on the form where you would like the money spent. For example, in New York, we also pay New York City tax and New York State, New York City, unincorporated business, and now a new tax, the MTA tax.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a lot of taxes. So when you read about graft and, there's this new building that, it's been under construction for 11 years. The consultants are each making $500,000 a year, and there are 40 of them. That depresses me. But like if I could say, use my tax money to keep Riverside Park pretty, then I'd feel great.
Well, you
and
do.
Sometimes
That's what voting
is. I do. I walk through the park and I go, some of my tax money.
Yeah. But that's why you vote. That's why you participate in the political process. That's how that's how you weigh in on how your taxes get used. And if you're unhappy about it, you don't get to withhold your taxes. You get to vote the guys out and get new people.
But that's isn't my idea better?
Well, it's sure cheaper.
Yeah. You could either, yes. Right. Are you going to vote? I go, no, I'm just going to withhold my taxes. I'll see how that works, and I'll let you know.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's part. Everybody wants to be patriotic. Well, that's part of being a patriot. You pay your taxes.
Where else in the world? Seriously, it's going to sound like a joke, but where else in the world could a person make money doing what they want to do, doing what's fun to do, and still, earn a living?
Yeah, I feel very fortunate.
Yeah. Well, you especially should. But I'm talking mainly about
normal people,
about my talent.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's sometimes we overlook that. I know we're paying too much, and we're not getting everything, and I know there's corruption, et cetera, and maybe look at I've not always been happy with the government or the president or Congress, but I've never felt like I feel like this is my country, so I pay the taxes.
Oh well, I think that's very good. I'm proud.
Yeah. And I'll see you in the Cayman Islands. We got that little thing set up.
We have that set. Exactly. And Frederick is depositing money as we speak. Okay, very good. Okay, and I got the boat.
Do you think they bought it?
I'll meet you down at the pier as Marina Del Rey as planned. Okay. So
now what are we going to spend all that money on? Let's get some gadgets here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The people at Cobra, the name Cobra?
Yes, I know.
They make?
Cobra. Yes. They make radar detectors.
Okay. One of their big things they were huge in the CB radio market.
I remember that. Yes.
Okay. Now they have a new product, 4 different models. It is the Cobra Jumpstart Power Pack.
The Cobra Jumpstart Power Pack.
Power Pack. If you Google that, you'll find them now. This is one of those all-in-one, built-in battery, so you charge the battery, built-in battery cables, so if you break down, you can jumpstart your own car. The biggest model that puts out 1,800 watts can jumpstart a V8.
Wow.
Some of the smaller models could only jumpstart a V4 or a 6-cylinder engine. An AC outlet. If you come out and you have a flat tire, 260 PSI air compressor, built-in LED work light, a little USB charging port. So
this is like a nuclear generator in a box.
Yes, exactly. It's like everything in one. The lowest price I found was $111. Which is not a bad price because this is good for anything. This is good if you have a boat, good if you have a car. If you have a car and you drive to the beach, you can then take this to the beach and use your AC TV. You can plug in electric tools if you're doing a project out on the lawn. You can use the work light. If you have an air mattress at the beach, use the compressor. It's pretty neat.
It does it all.
It does it all. They're new. They're from Cobra. It's the Cobra Jumpstart Power Pack. And you should check out their webpage because it depends on how big your car engine is and what accessories you want to run. I mean, the cheapest model is $50, and they run up to $130, but discounts are available.
Does it fit in a cup holder? That's really what I want to know.
No. Listen to Monday's show when you get a chance.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I wasn't here for. I think I wasn't here for Monday's show. I think I missed that. So, Dick, before we do our letter of the week, do you mind a brief intermezzo?
I want one.
Well, I'm sorry, but Ingrid Bergman's not here. However, The folks from Citrix are. Boy, that was an obscure reference to an old movie, wasn't it? Do you remember that? Intermezzo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually want to talk
between the shows.
Yeah. It's an intermezzo. That's what it is. I do want to talk a little bit about GoToMeeting. Then we can get to your letter of the day. GoToMeeting, those great folks at Citrix know how to do remote access. And GoToMeeting makes remote access for your meetings. Now, I know we've all been on a conference call that just was going nowhere. Boring, unproductive. Someone on the call goes off track. People lose interest. You could tell they're playing Tetris or We Rule or something in the background. No, I would never do that. They disengage. You can tell. There's just that silence. That's why I love GoToMeeting. GoToMeeting keeps them engaged because there's something on the screen to watch. Your slides, your PowerPoint, your spreadsheets, the things you're working on, collaborating together. Everyone on the call is more focused, more interested, more engaged. You're going to save time. You're going to save money. You're going to be more productive. And you know what? After a GoToMeeting, people always say, hey, great meeting. Great. Just that alone. Just that, hey, great meeting makes it all worthwhile. And now you can do it absolutely free. Not going to cost you a penny for the next 30 days. Go to GoToMeeting.com. Use the offer code GIZWIZ. G-O-T-O meeting.com. The offer code is GIZWIZ, and you've got 30 days free right there. Bing. In fact, you'll have installed before we're done. It's that easy. Just go to GoToMeeting.com, use the offer code GIZWIZ, 30 days of unlimited meetings. Now, here's the best part. You not only are the meetings free, but you get free voice over the internet. You get free teleconferencing via phone. GoToMeeting's great for sales presentations, for product demos, for training sessions, collaboration, just weekly update calls. Any other kind of conference call where you want to keep people engaged and involved, GoToMeeting. I highly recommend it. If you go there right now, you can try it free for 30 days. But the teleconferencing and the VoIP is free forever. GoToMeeting.com. Use the offer code GIZWIZ. We thank them so much for their support of the Daily GIZWIZ Show.
Here come the letters, the letters. Here come the GIZWIZ letters now.
All right, baby.
Here come the Giz.
What do you mean?
I said the GIZWIZ.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
And our letter is from Paul Goff, who writes, first of all, I love the show. The content is entertaining and interesting. Both of you seem like old friends.
What a lie.
Fooled them again.
Again, we've fooled them.
Fooled them. Like many my age, I grew up with Mad Magazine. I enjoy the stories behind the best humor publication ever. I've been a fan of Leo since I got satellite TV just so I could see him on ZDNet.
Wow.
I make a monthly contribution via PayPal.
Thank you.
I urge others to support the programming. I want to extend on your remarks about calling your answering machine to make sure there was electricity on your boat during the recent storms. I've done this calling my home in a similar manner in the past, but I have long waited for a means to monitor electricity to my home when I'm away, especially the operation of the furnace in the winter. Now, this guy, we had someone write last week and had a high-end device, but this gentleman said, I found such a device you might want to share with your listeners. It's called the Automatic Phone Out Home Monitoring System at home-protectors.com. Looks like an alarm keypad. Insert a 9-volt battery for backup, and then plug the unit into an AC power adapter and into a wall jack. After programming testing, it will protect your home. It calls up to 3 different numbers repeatedly at 5 or 30-second time delays. You set it. If the power goes off, if the temperature goes below 45 degrees, it also warns if the heating system shuts down, even if the power remains on. I do not have the optional water sensor, but it also detects water in the basement should a pipe break. This should be of interest to listeners who live in a house in the north. It could notify you to prevent power failure, furnace failure, or pipes about to freeze. Keep up the good work, Paul Goff. So, and I went on their website. Yeah, it looks like the basic unit starts at $119. Last week, the gentleman suggested a unit that started at $400, but www.home-protectors.com is where you can find that info. Paul, thank you.
Did you see the email, and maybe it came in a little bit after you started the show, from Daryl Tesla Boy?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's the guy who came up and drove us around in Tesla.
Yeah.
He says, a wonderful man passed away today. This is April 6th when he wrote this. Eddie Carroll. Do you know who Eddie Carroll was? He was a voice actor, the voice of Jiminy Cricket since 1973.
Yes.
He did a Jack Benny impersonation, an all-around wonderful and sweet guy. He says, Marilyn and I met him a few times over the years and saw him perform his Jack Benny act, and he will be missed. So we just thought we'd pass that along as well.
Oh, okay. Thank
Eddie
you.
Carroll.
Eddie Carroll.
Eddie Carroll. Dick, we're out of time, but tomorrow we're going to take a visit to the Gadget Warehouse.
We will, and I'll be there.
DAIL. Why? It's the Daily Giz Whiz. It's the Daily Giz Whiz. It's the Daily Giz Whiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.